Today we'll be going to deal with gastric lavage tube or gastric suction or gastric aspiration. So generally any kind of toxicity is there. To remove the unwanted material and all, this gastric lavage tube can be utilized, mainly the gastric lavaging or cleaning. For that, a tube is mainly used here. So there are three kinds of tubes which is utilized there. On the left hand side, the red color tube is mainly the gastric lavage tube, which is used for the toxic purposes or the forensic experts to save the patient who has taken the poison. On the right side only, on the top end, there is a Ryle's tube and also the mouth gag which is kept there. So the mouth gag is a small piece which will be kept inserted into the mouth, so that whenever any kind of tube is just inserted, to avoid the patient not to bite the tube, or the procedure should be uninterrupted. For that things, this kind of Ryle's tube and the mouth gag will be used here. Mostly the Ryle's tube is used for the unconscious patient or the patient who cannot take the food by his mouth, or if any kind of systemic absorption problem is there in any kind of wards and all, this kind of tubes are more utilized there. But in the cases of stomach wash, these kinds of tubes are not available. This Ryle's tube can also be used in such a conditions. Then the other one is the downward one tube is kept there. That is the normal thing which is used for all the kinds of procedures. Then the stomach wash or gastric suction or gastric aspiration. This is the general terms of it. It is either called as the stomach wash procedure or the gastric suction procedure or the gastric aspiration. You can see the procedure on the right hand side. There is a picture kept there. So the first tube will be inserted, and through the funnel any kind of cleaning solution will be just poured, so that it will be just filling the stomach and diluting the poison and later cleaning out, like we clean our any kind of dirty things, no? In the similar way, such kind of tubes are more utilized here. And later, once the stomach is clean, this funnel can be reinverted and filled, so that everything is clean now. So the cleaning out contents of stomach and eliminating the poisons from stomach, for all these indications, this kind of tubes can be utilized. And the purpose is for any kind of urgent removal of ingested substance to decrease the systemic absorption. More the time the poison or any kind of unwanted substance is there in the stomach, there will be more systemic absorption. To avoid the systemic absorption, the best way is urgent removal of the ingested substance, and to empty the stomach before any kind of procedure, before any kind of endoscopic procedures. It is mandatory to clean the stomach. So in such a conditions, this kind of endoscopic procedures and all, before that this kind of gastric suction can be utilized here. And to diagnose the gastric hemorrhage conditions, sometimes some kind of hemorrhage conditions or pancreatitis conditions and all, if this kind of tubes is just inserted and filled with normal saline, just we can understand through with the help of an endoscopic procedure also from where the hemorrhage is coming, and finally the hemorrhage can be arrested also. And this is the procedure how it is inserted. So in the lying down position, this should be inserted. If the patient is unconscious or if the person is uncooperative, then such a conditions mouth gag can be utilized, which will be kept inside the mouth, so that the procedure is uninterrupted there. Then the indications. So any conditions where the ingested poison is there, or cleaning the stomach before any kind of endoscopy, who has been vomiting blood and all, to diagnose from which part the vomiting is coming or the blood vomiting is coming, and relieving the pressure in someone with a blockage in intestine. And the main contraindications are any kind of corrosive materials, mainly any kind of alkalis, acids are being ingested by the patient. It is well and good to not utilize this procedure, because again the strong alkalis and acids will not be helpful in such kind of gastric lavage tubes and all. And any kind of sharp objects, maybe the glass pieces or any kind of objects which has got stuck in the stomach. So whenever any kind of gastric suction is used, it can lead to the further damage also. And then patient with a depressed state of consciousness. If the consciousness is not proper, it is well and good not to do this procedure, because it needs cooperation from the patient to do this procedure. And the ingestion of corrosive substance like strong acids or alkalis, and the ingestion of hydrocarbon with high aspiration potential, or the patient at risk of hemorrhage. Any kind of gastric hemorrhages condition or gastrointestinal perforations conditions, it is well and good not to do this procedure. And any kind of seizures, because any kind of insertion of this tube can initiate the seizure where any history of the patient of post-traumatic seizures are there, or any kind of CNS depressing substances. If it is used, then in such a conditions it's not utilized. Or in petrol, ethanol, ethylene glycol or methanol, such kind of poisons are ingested by the patient, it is utilized not to use this kind of gastric lavage procedure. On the right hand side there is a procedure which is picture seen where the Ryle's tube is inserted through the nose to the stomach region, so that, and through the other end, the normal end, the other hand which is held by the doctor, through that any kind of medicines or food can be inserted, so that it will reach directly to the stomach without any kind of interruption from the external surroundings. And the risk of bleeding, GI bleeding or perforation or any kind of recent surgeries and all, it is well and good to not utilize such procedures and not to confirm benefits of gastric lavage tube. And the unprotected airway conditions also not to be used to this procedure. And the complications are aspirational pneumonia and laryngospasm, hypoxia conditions, and the mechanical injury, the fluid or electrolyte imbalances. And the general tube measurements are 1.5 meter is the length and 1 centimeter is the diameter of this gastric lavage tube. And this is the procedure, the physics behind the procedure, mainly from the area where there is higher potential, higher gravity is there, to that the lower area it is being passed. So it should be held a little bit lower than the stomach position. And the technique is the gastric lavage involves the passage of a tube via the mouth or nose down into the stomach. So it can be inserted through the mouth or nose. Only thing is that it should reach to the stomach directly, followed by continuous administration or a sequential administration and removal of small volumes of liquid. The placement of tube after measurements, there is bridge of the nose, ear and to the xiphoid process. This kind of measurement to be done, and that much measurement should be marked on the tube, and that much amount should be only inserted through the mouth or nose of the patient. And the position, it is well and good. The left lateral position is the most comfortable position for the patient, but if it is held in the lying down position, it can lead to more discomfort. Or head down position at end of cord, that can be also done here. And aspirate with a syringe, that is fill warm water or stomach and any kind of washing solution, remove, fill till a clear solution you can get after the procedure is done. And the charcoal filled, any kind of residual poison is left there, the charcoal can be filled at the end and then later it can be washed there. It can be done with normal saline also. And the uses are mainly the dapsone, quinine, carbamazepine, theophylline, phenobarbital, and the active charcoal is the main thing which are utilized for such conditions. And if any kind of strong acids or alkalis are there, we cannot go for the gastric lavage or gastric suction conditions. In such conditions, hemodialysis and hemoperforation is the best option for any kind of conditions where the gastric lavage is contraindicated.